at 63. As I was saying, Nigeria now is 63 years old, and with us, you're having the opportunity to call in and tell us what is your experience. What do you experience? Is there any setback, or is there any, forward ever, backward never, that you think that, yes, since the essential of Nigeria become an independent nation, is there anything you never thought of? Is there anything you are thinking of? Is there anything you are, you have in mind to tell us? Please call us now and share with us. It is your moment, it's our moment, and it is the birthday of Nigeria. What is the way forward? Call us on 081-8222-2205 or 081-8222-2206. Nigeria at 63. I remember back then when the immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari was the head of state. Shagari was head of state, and Yakubu Gowon was head of state. Olusegun Obasanjo was head of state. Babangida, that is General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, was head of state. Sani Abacha, his soul rests in perfect peace, was the head of state. Then Abdulsalami Abubakar was the head of state. Every one of them have a vital information to give Nigeria. Then Nigeria stood on his foot to make a decision, a very drastic decision that will take the country forward. Do you know why? Because then we are practicing what? Military regime. But now we are practicing democracy. And democracy is different from military regime. Yes, we're having our first caller, and but seems that the network. Please stop flashing. You can call in even 1 or 2 minutes. You make your points and you draw. Please, no any insult. Don't insult anybody. Just calm down and talk to us. Let's understand the way forward. We are all looking forward for a way forward. How Nigerian can be what? Can move from where we are to where we are all hoping to be, for ourselves and for our children, for the next generation. Before we are not here, our forefathers are around, and they take the responsibility of building Nigeria. Yes, they take the responsibility of building Nigeria. Today, what is our responsibility? To help the current president or the current leaders to build Nigeria to where we want Nigeria to be. Don't give up. Don't lose hope on Nigeria. Nigeria, as we all know, is the giant. Oh my God, is the giant of Africa. African nation also what? Also are eyeing Nigerian. If Nigeria today fails, then automatically the African nation. But if Nigeria prosper, if Nigeria succeeded in all life endeavors, other African country will be very happy. To talk about what is happening in other African country, the coups that is going on in Niger, Gabon, and other African country. No, that is different. That is a all different ball game. That we don't need to go there. But the leader are doing their best to see that such scenario will not continue again. But Nigeria as a nation, Nigeria as our fatherland, what are you doing? What are we doing? What am I doing to see that, yes, Nigeria of my dream stand without any problem? Nigeria of your dream stand without any problem. Nigeria of our dream stand without any problem. Nigeria of the dream of our children, our future leader, stand stand without any problem. What do we need to do? What advice do you have for us? What advice do you have for the government? What advice do you have for those in the leadership position? Please call us on 081 8222 2205 or 081 82222206. We have a caller here with us. Hello? Hello? We can't hear you, brother or sister, rather. We can't hear you. Please, if you are calling us, make sure you stand in a very good position so that we can have the conversation together with you. However, I'm going to end the call. You can call back. As I was saying, Nigeria belongs to you and I. Nigeria can progress with you. Nigeria can advance with you. The little contribution you have in mind to give will take us a long way. Will take Nigeria a long way. The little contribution I would rather say here is that if you are a civil servant, now listening, make sure you contribute your quota. Don't say no because if I come to the office, I don't have anything to do. I will just be submitting only files from this office to that office. Some people today are collecting salary without doing the work of that salary. Let's tell ourselves the truth. If you are a staff and you are under federal government payroll, or you are under state government payroll, or you are under local government payroll, you need to discharge your duties as required. Before you have been given the engagement to serve as any position, neither you are a cleaner, neither you are a secretary, neither you are this, neither you are that. Make sure that, yes, you execute your own duty. By doing that, you are also contributing to nation building. Do you know that files you are keeping under your table can make some life, some family survive? But that same file that you are hiding under your table or under your carpet, you as a director, you as a minister, you as a governor, you as a senator, you as a House of Rep, let me begin by saying, all what you are doing today, remember, there will be an account for it. Sure, there must be an account for it. We need to be telling you this so that you can be reminded that today you are on that seat, tomorrow you may not be there. Someone else will be there. This program I am doing, if not for the love and passion I have for it, I won't be here. Yes, but I excuse all my necessary schedule to be here. To what? To talk to you, to talk to all of us, to talk to Nigerians on Citizen FM, on 93.7 here in Abuja. That is the responsibility I have for my nation, Nigeria. That is the responsibility I have for the station. That is the responsibility I have as a citizen of this country, Nigeria. Yes. If I fail to do that, remember, I will give an account for it. I must give an account for it. Any obstacles that stand in my way that will enable me not to do this program, yes, I will not account for that. Those who stand in front of creating that obstacles will be accounted for that. That apply to you in any office you are running today. Remember, you must give an account for the day where nothing can stop you between you and your maker. All of us, we are going to stand before God Almighty. As a senator, you are representing some constituency. You are looting constituency project money. You feed good, your family feed well, your children go to good schools, your wives, your children go to the best hospital, you drink bottled water. Don't worry. A day will come that you give account for it. If all what you are consuming is rightfully yours, remember, you are still going to account for it. But we are talking this, we are saying this as a citizen, so that every one of us will balance his deed between one another. Every one of us should what? Should balance his deed with one another. Between you and your boss in your office, between you and your superior in the office, between you as the boss and your subordinate in the office, respect one another. Respect everybody. As they said, respect is what? Is a cycle. Yes, respect is a cycle. If you are standing here and you draw a line to come back to you, it will what? It will surely meet you. So if you respect Mr. A, no matter his title, his position, neither big or small, it will what? It will also come back to you. Because the way you respect human being, that is the same way other human being will what? Will respect you. But doing away or belittle other people, looking down at them, they are nothing. Remember, the position you are today, you didn't just bring yourself there. There was someone in that position before you. Ask yourself, where is that person? Just ask yourself, where is that person? Is that person alive? What makes him not to be in that position? Ask yourself. You don't need to go be asking anybody. Ask yourself, what makes that person that you are replacing he or her position? What makes that person absent from that position? You may look at it. No, it may be a retirement. Of course, one day you will retire. It may be of old age. One day you will be what? You will become old. Old. All of us will become old. Is it death? Oh my God. One day you will die. One day you will die. And another person will occupy that same position. So do your best and leave the rest to God Almighty to take charge. But be a good human being. Be a good human being. Appreciate one another. Have this heart of sympathy and empathy between one another. Help the poor. Help the widowers. Help the orphans. And be kind to everybody. Nigeria at 63, we have a long way to go. We are getting older, yes, but where are we? Where are we? We're supposed to be enjoying all the natural endowments that God gave us in this country. But today, reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. We have numerous numbers of oil, crude oil, that other foreign countries buy from us. But today, we are suffering. A low income earner today of 30 or 40,000 naira. Someone living at Nyanya or Maraba, someone living at Giri or Gogolada, someone living at Buari or Duse Alaji or Kubwa, someone living around Kefi or Nasarawa State, someone living around Kwali and above, and all this environment that are within Abuja. Go and ask them, how are they coping? How are they coping? The fuel is what? Is skyrocketing. The fuel pump price today is 617 naira per liter. The drivers find it difficult to what? To manage themselves. The government want to collect money from the masses that they're supposed to help. The masses that they're supposed to help, but they're still collecting money from them. This is very simple arithmetic. For you as a leader today, if you want to win election, next coming election, these are very simple arithmetic you need to put on the table. Just give it to the people. I was in one rural area during my birthday. That was on Sunday. I went there to do humanitarian work, to mark my birthday, to do the work of Almighty, just to mark my birthday. What I saw with my eyes, I was shocked. There are some people living in the area, no drinking water. But they still have senator representing them. They still have House of Rep representing them. They have a minister under them representing them. But they don't have drinking water. They don't have water. They don't have good road. In fact, there is nothing good road. They don't even have a road. Not talkless of good road. But all those things has been pumping. They have been pumping money into their constituency allowances and constituency project. For many years, Nigeria at 63. For many years, where are those money that government is giving to all those senators, all those House of Reps, all those chairmen, local government? Where are those money going? What are they doing? Who is checkmating one another? Who is supervising them? Is it the supervisor also equivalent to the person doing the contract? Are they all sitting down to loot the money, to pocket the money, to feed themselves and their family, and leave the masses, the poor people in the villages, the poor people in the rural area? But when it is time for election, these are the first people that all the politicians will run to. Vote us into power. Give us this opportunity. We are going to do this for you. We are going to do this for you. At the end of it, after getting the office, nothing will be happen. Nothing will be happen. Nothing will happen. Everybody will just keep. Everybody will forget all what they are doing. And why do we do that? Why do we do that? So therefore, don't worry. We have a lot to tell you as time goes on. As I said, today we are having a special guest in our studio today. I will be right back. Join me as we come back from this short break.
Jama'a barkanku da warhaka. Hukumar gidan rediyo na 'yan ƙasa tana farin ciki kawo muku shiri ta musamman mai take mu tattauna. Shiri ne da za ta yi duba da dukkan matsaloli da ke addabar al'ummar ƙasa da kuma samar da mafita, inda shirin za ta ilmantar, nishadantar da kuma ilmantarwa a duk ranar Talata a harshen Turanci da kuma Alhamis a harshen Hausa. Da misalin karfe 5 na yamma a kowace mako a kan mita 93.7 a zangon FM a nan babban birnin tarayya Abuja. A yi sauraro lafiya. Hello, citizen. Welcome to a special program coming to you. Let's discuss. A talk show program designed by Citizen FM to inform, educate, and entertain on issues surrounding our society and remedy solutions in all life endeavors. Join us every Tuesdays, English versions, and Thursdays, Hausa versions, at 5 p.m. on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for joining me on this show, this program, Let's Discuss. As you all know, Let's Discuss is a program, sponsored by the Citizen FM, the management of Citizen FM 93.7 here in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and to educate our followers, our viewers, our listeners all over the globe on the issues that is bedeviling our society, and we look for a remedy to solve that all problems, challenges that is happening. But remember, today we are having a guest in our show, as I said earlier, that Hajia Fatima Isa in Dako. She is the Amira of Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria here in the FCT chapter Form 1. And Hajia, you're highly welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
We know that, yes, it's traffic that hold you behind. Yes. And we have been telling our viewers, our listeners that don't worry, we know that Hajia will be with us in this program. But despite having few minutes down to 5, that is 5:33, but notwithstanding Hajia, we are going to go. Hajia, I will say sir? Happy Independence Nigeria at 63.
Thank you very much. Happy Independence to you also.
Thank you very much, ma. Now let's start with, for the purpose of our viewers, Hajia, what do we understand by the word independent?
Well, good evening, viewers. Independence is a complex concept. It can mean different things to different people. Generally speaking, independence is about being self-sufficient and having the ability to make your own choices without relying on others.
Okay.
It can also mean being emotionally, financially independent. When it comes to nation now, independence is being being free from outside control and having the right to self-determination. It can also be defined as freedom from being governed by another country, and also another name for independence is sovereignty. Independence can be further broken down into two types: internal independence and external independence.
Okay.
Yes.
So Hajia, can you break that internal and external independence for us, for our viewers?
Internal independence is about being free from internal constraints, like fear or self-doubt. It's about having the freedom to make your own decision and follow your own path. Now, external independence is about being free from external constraints, like the opinion of others or the expectation of society. This type of independence is about being able to make your own choices without feeling pressured by others. Now, Nigerian independence is, we all know that we got our independence in the 60s, so we are free from being governed by another country.
By another country.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much, ma. Now we are asking this because we have our kids who are 10 years, who are 12 years, who are 15 years, who are 20 years, but they have no any idea on what independent is all about. They'll be saying happy independent, happy independent, happy independent. Ma, for the purpose of our listeners, most especially our children, ma, tell us the names of our presidents from independent till date and their achievements, maybe in brief, ma.
Okay. Nigeria gained independence from the United Kingdom, Britain, in 1960. From then on to now, there have been a total of 13 presidents. Here is a list of the presidents. Okay. One, we have Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Nnamdi Azikiwe.
Then we have Agui Ironsi. And then we have Yakubu Gowon. We have Murtala Mohammed. We have Olusegun Obasanjo. We have Shehu Shagari. We had Muhammad Buhari. We have Ibrahim Babangida. We have Ernest Shonekan. We have Sani Abacha. We have Abdusalam Abubakar. We have President Olusegun Obasanjo again. Then we have President Umar Yar'Adua. Then President Goodluck Jonathan. And Buhari that comes back. And then finally we have Ahmed Bola Tinubu presently.
Wow. Ma'am, all of these people, we know any one of them that came and ruled as the head of state or president, they made one or two little achievements. Ma, what do you have to tell us based on their antecedents during their ruling as head of state or president?
Okay, each one of them had a lot of contribution to Nigerian development. The first, Nnamdi Azikiwe, was the first president of and leader of the country's independence movement. Ironsi, he was the head of the Nigerian military coup.
Okay.
At that time, Yakubu Gowon, he was the commander of the Nigerian Army and military head of state during the civilian war, Nigerian Civil War. Then Murtala Mohammed led the nation during the oil boom, also promoted women's rights and gender inequality. And equality, I mean. Then Olusegun Obasanjo focused economic and development of the national unity. And Shehu Shagari also democratically elected president of Nigeria. Was the first democratically elected president. And then Muhammadu Buhari was the leader of the military coup that overthrew the Shagari government. Then Babangida, he was the head of state during the period of political instability and economic decline. He really worked at that aspect. The head of Enes Shonekan was the head of he was head of doing a brief military coup. Sani Abacha was the head of state during the period of political repression and economic decline. Abdul Salam was the head of state during the transition to democratic rule. And then Obasanjo was the economy reformer, infrastructure development, Niger Data Development Commission, and the anti-corruption measures. Then Musa Yar'Adua also improved relations with African countries, electoral reforms, and anti-corruption measures. President Jonathan was economic growth during his time, improved access to education and healthcare, and Niger Delta Peace Initiative, and lastly President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then Buhari, who really fought corruption at his time, and then Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president that we have now. And I think it's a new president that has his own agenda to change the country for positive life, I believe.
Thank you very much, Hajia. We really appreciate. Don't forget we are together with Hajia Fatima Isa Ndako, the FCT Amira, that is Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria, Form 1, and we are having this discussion with her on the independence Nigeria at 63, and we know that a lot of things has happened back then, and people are agitating, people are glamoring, people are making lot of discussion about where we are now. Ma'am, now that we are at the age of 63, Nigeria, do you think Nigeria needs division at this age of 63?
Well, on one hand, Nigeria is a very diverse country with over 500 different ethnic groups and a variety of different languages spoken. There have been calls for country to be divided into smaller states based on ethnicity and cultural differences. However, on the other hand, some people argue that division will lead to further conflict and instability, and that it's better to try to work together and create stronger, more united Nigeria than to divide. On the other hand, I think the main reason I think Nigeria should remain united is because of such diverse differences. So many different ethnic groups and cultures and religion. And then I feel that with the country's economy, Nigerian economy is quite strong, and a lot of that strength comes from the fact that it's a large country with a lot of resources. If the country were to be divided, it's possible that the economy will suffer as a result. So I think it's not a good idea for Nigeria to divide.
It's not a good idea.
Yes.
Oh my God. Now, we are having some people agitating of division Nigeria, this and that. What advice can you quickly tell these people? They are part of Nigeria. They are youth. They are benefiting the impetus that God Almighty bestow on our country. What advice do you have for them as a mother?
I feel that as a mother, I feel that the student or the youngsters, the adolescents, the young people of this country should realize that there's no any other country like their own. There's nowhere you can go and be at home apart from your own home, from your own country. So the fact that the young people are looking outside are the best option for them, for greener pasture. There's no greener pasture better than your country. Stay in your country and build your own country. The only place to be proud and do whatever you want to do. Because once you're out of the country, you are just a second-class citizen. You cannot do what you want to do. Anywhere you are, you just be regarded as a second class. So it's only in your country that you do whatever you want to do. You can be a president, you can be anything, and you have all your freedom it takes to as a human being. So I feel that the young people should not be thinking of going outside the country. Rather, let them stay together in the country and salvage together. Bring up all the good things that we need to have, and then improve on the economy and the country generally.
Thank you very much, Ma. Let's go for a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Samsi on the beat.
.7 Citizen FM here on the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, and you are onto the show Let's Discuss, and with me is Hajia Fatima Isa Ndako, the Amira of Form 1 here in the FCT chapter, discussing about the progress so far on Nigeria at 63 independence. Hajia Fatima, we are so glad to have you on the show again today. Despite your tight schedule, but you are able to make it to the show today. Now, having talking to the youth that there is no need for us to divide or to separate ourselves as one nation, Nigeria. Ma'am, since independence, what are the participation of women in Nigeria, their success story as a nation?
Women have played a vital role in Nigerian success story since independence. For example, women have been active in country's political sphere, holding positions such as senators, governors, ministers, and even president. That's what you are agitating for.
For president?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Okay.
Women have also been instrumental in country's economic development, with many women working entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals. There are so many women who have been in forefront of social change in Nigeria, working to improve education, health, and other areas. So it's clear that women have played a significant role in Nigerian development as a nation from independence to date. Yes.
So you are telling us that women have played a vital role in the success story of Nigeria as a nation today.
Indeed.
And women are agitating to become a Nigeria. Now that brought us that, do you think that women should be given a chance to rule as a president of Nigeria?
Yes.
If yes, why? Why?
Yes,
why?
I think women have the chance to rule Nigeria. Yes, they can give them the chance. There are a number of reasons for this. Firstly, women are more than 50% of the population.
Okay.
And they deserve a say in how the country is running. We have women that have unique perspective and skills that can bring new ideas and solutions to the table.
Okay.
They may also be able to bring about much needed changes in areas like healthcare and education. It is important to have different voices presented in the government, and women bring a valuable perspective to the table. To expand on my point, women have proven themselves to be capable leaders in other countries around the world. So why not Nigeria? For example, in Germany, Angela Michelle was the first female president. And in New Zealand also, there was a president.
Okay.
And so women can really lead, and they will lead very well. And women being very close to the family, they are more sensitive. And no woman would like to be caught up in bribery and corruption. She's more concerned about her integrity.
This you said, ma, now brought me maybe let me refresh our memory back during a speaker, Patricia Ete. You know, during then, you know that women were so happy having the first speaker of the House of Representatives in Nigeria. But what happened along the line make this whole situation narrative to change in total? Ma, what do you have to say about that?
No, we're all human beings. It doesn't mean that in all the women, they are 100% perfect.
Okay.
Likewise, in all the men, they are not 100% perfect. There are good ones and there are bad ones. We make mistakes, we're all human. So the fact that she was caught in some kind of act that was not good doesn't mean that everybody's like that.
Okay.
So it's a natural thing, human being. We are bound to have some people like that.
In addition, ma, let's talk about one of the heroes that take charge in NAFDAC. Professor Dr. Dora Akunyele, the blessed memory.
Yes.
She have led a very good legacy. Do you think we still have such women in Nigeria present now?
Definitely.
And if we have, what are your advice in enabling such people to come out to contest for president in Nigeria?
You know, there are a lot of things that drive people away from politics.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that drive people away from getting positions in Nigeria.
Like
The
what, ma'am?
gender inequality.
Okay.
Everybody knows that. A lot of challenges facing the women. And we as women and men of the country, we need to join hands together to be able to encourage women to go further in the leadership. Because there are so many factors. For example, a political woman, political post, when you are agent for politics, there are so many things that, as a woman, you not feel comfortable. For example, that meeting of late nights.
For late night
Meetings, and also sometimes even the men will not encourage the woman to sort of pursue her ambition. There are so many challenges. We can witness our sister that at Taraba and so many issues like that. So a woman is always facing a lot of challenges. So if you can face this fact together and try to solve the problem, we'll be able to encourage women to go further.
Okay. So, well, women out there, here is a woman speaking your interests, solidarity on your behalf, that women should be given opportunity to rule as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I know some men out there will be saying, no, that will never happen, that will never happen. Ma, do you have courage of making sure that this will happen in Nigeria one day?
Yes, one day it will happen.
Okay.
I have the feeling, yes.
Okay.
Because they're always rising.
Okay.
Yes.
And just as you say, women are more than 50%.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good. That is good. I wish that will happen in my present.
Amen.
Before I join my ancestors. I want to see a woman becoming the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen.
Then we'll now have, yes, Madam President. Thank you very much, Hajia. Thank you for joining us. Now, this takes us to the next question. We're still talking about independent Nigeria at 63 years old. It's good for any human being that clock 50, 60, that he may achieve one or two things in life. Basically, now, ma, are we as a nation moving forward or not?
We are moving forward.
We are moving forward.
Yeah.
In which way, ma'am?
The economy has been growing steadily.
Okay.
Poverty rates have been declining, and there has been progress in areas like education and healthcare. Though I know there's a long way to go, but we are progressing. However, there are still a lot of challenges facing the country, but I feel that we can progress once we join hands together, when we work together, when we have all our hands on deck, we are going to succeed. And I feel that I'm very confident. The younger people that are growing, our nation is one of the countries that have highest number of population, highest number of youth. And youth are the new blood into any country. Now with the youth getting more aware every day, I feel that we have a brighter future for development of this country. And we're progressing, we're going further every day. We are getting more aware every day.
Okay. We are moving forward. That is what you say. We know Nigeria will be saying, we are not going anywhere. We are where we are in 10 years back. But here we are. Our guest, Haja Fatima, say, yes, Nigeria is moving forward. I really, really wish that is happening in our country, Nigeria. Ma'am, what hope do you wish for Nigerians in terms of the economic challenges ongoing as a giant or as the giant of Africa? What wish do you have for them?
Well, as we know, Nigeria is what is the giant of Africa, and we are more in population, the highest, the country that has the highest number of black people in the world, and we have strong economy, and we have our land is so fertile, is so good. We have everything in the country. We are so rich. The only problem we have is leadership. And by God's grace, gradually, as we are getting our everyday, people are getting more aware of the situation, getting to know our problems. So we are going to solve those problems by God's grace. And I have so much hope for the country. We are going to progress.
Oh, that is very good. We wish your hope come true, ma'am.
Thank you.
Because we are so hoping that mothers like you should be praying for Nigeria and should be praying for our upcoming youth. Now, ma, what are your advice for, we are having economic challenges, and now some of the youth who have 600, 1 million will be finding or struggling their way out of Nigeria. If you ask them, why are you doing that? They said they are going to search for a greener pasture. What advice do you have for them as a mother in making sure that such kind of thing, is not happening?
As I said earlier, we should always try to enlighten the youths.
Okay.
That there's no any other country like their own. There's no any other nation that to accept them the way they are, like their nation. There's no any other country that is their home apart from Nigeria. So they should love their country, they should think positive for their country, and they should feel that it is them that make the changes that is required in the country, rather than looking at the outside. You cannot go and stay where you are not part of that area. God has created people differently, and people are created you according to where He puts you. You are supposed to stay there and be happy there, and try to build the economy in that of that nation, so that you stay there and be happy. But rather than looking outside, our youth are always looking outside for greener pastures. There's no greener pasture more than their country, what is in their country. So we encourage the youth to stay at home, try to build their nation, and try to do their best to bring about changes so that they will be better in the country.
Thank you very much, ma, for that wonderful advice. Our youth, I hope we are all listening to this wonderful advice from our mother, Haja Fatima Isa Ndako, the FCT Amira, here in the Federal Capital Territory. Ma, on the final note, because we're having few minutes to go, as a mother, do you see coup going on in some African countries as something good for Africa? What is your thought on such?
Not at all. There's nothing good in coup. In fact, we have passed the era of military coup regime. We have gone far. The world has gone far. We should not be trying to drive ourselves back and back and back. The recent coup in some African countries such as Mali and Burkina Faso have been a cause for concern. I don't think these coups are good for Africa at all. They can create instability and lead to breakdown in democracy. I think it is important for countries in Africa to work towards strengthening their democratic institutions rather than resorting to military takeovers. This will help to ensure a more peaceful and stable future for the continent. So coup is never a good thing. You should not try to be bringing military into affairs. The democratically elected government everywhere in the world now, I don't think Nigeria should be different. We should all try to democratically insult with other people.
All right. Thank you very much, ma. We are already run out of time for this program for today, but next time we are going to invite you to give us another good insight on what we need to do as a nation in general. On behalf of the crew, on behalf of the studio manager, on behalf of everybody on the Citizen FM that make this show a wonderful one today, I say thank you very much. Join me next week, Tuesday, or join me on Thursday where we'll come your way on Hausa version. My name is Abakar Sadiq Jama. I say bye for now.